Hi everybody, thank you for joining me. This is Living Divinity. I hope everybody's doing well, and I would like to begin by thanking all of the subscribers. You're a very big part of my journey, my purpose, my mission. So thank you very much, and without you there's no reason for me to be here, and I thank God for the opportunity to read for all of you and to help you along your journey and help you manage everything that's going on in this world, the spiritual warfare, the how to balance things to do, mind, body, and soul, to enhance yourself and to work on becoming the best you. So let's begin by reading out of the Bible just a little bit. Let's see, so I'm in Psalms, and Psalms 12. Help, Lord, for the godly are no more. The faithful have vanished from among men. Everyone lies to his neighbor. Their flattering lips speak with deception. May the Lord cut off all flattering lips and every boastful tongue that says we will triumph with our tongues. We own our lips, who is our master. Because of the oppression of the weak and the groaning of the needy, I will now rise, says the Lord. I will protect them from those who malign them. And the words of the Lord are flawless, like silver refined in a furnace of clay, purified 7 times. O Lord, you will keep us safe and protect us from such people forever. The wicked freely strut about when what is vile is honored among men. Wow, that's really enlightening. And I'm curious to know when the last time the Bible was changed, because that is still going on today. So let's pull a card out of the box to see what we can start with today. End out a cycle and heal from it. So this is telling me that somebody has a situation that they know they need to end. It could be in a relationship that clearly is no longer serving maybe either one of you. It's a cycle that has a lot of arguments in it, a lot of untrusting feelings. It has belittling statements. People are really using that sword, that knife, the tongue. And there doesn't seem to be an end from it. So could this be a relationship that you've been in a long time? Because when it's good, it's good. But then you think when it's bad, it's really bad. So the two people, they like are addicted to each other. Maybe it's the passion, maybe it's the sex, maybe it's just two people trying to live under one roof just to make ends meet. It's going to be a whole bunch of different reasons. Ending out a cycle could be you're already separated, yet you still have feelings. and you're not sure where you stand. Sometimes it's just time to move on and stop waiting. And then there's people who are single, who could be they're in the house all the time. They don't go out. They don't socialize. They don't try to meet new people. That could be a cycle that needs to end. Could be a cycle of overspending. Could be, you get paid on Friday. You get paid every 2 weeks, and you're focusing on the things that you want versus the things you need to take care of. And you find yourself behind the 8 ball every month, every payday. Could be something like that. Could be a gambling addiction. It could be, you're the type that wins or loses, right? We all win or lose, but you're willing to risk your paycheck, your security, what you worked hard for to go try to win the big money. And maybe sometimes you're successful, and then gambling houses aren't used to going broke. They're used to taking in money. So what are the odds? The odds, just a number that I don't even know if it's true or not. So if the house wins 75% of the time, well, that means for that whole night, if they took in $10,000, that's a small number, then the house will will only get 7,500 out of the 10,000 that's put in, which doesn't make sense. How does that work? It would have to be, I don't know. I don't know anything about gambling, but you know what I'm saying. The house always wins. Whatever. Okay, so it's the people putting the money in. Okay? The people putting the money into the establishment. If all the money combined is 10,000, the house automatically gets 7,500, and then only 25% is returned back to a person or some people, or however it pans out. That's the way it works. So they say there's secrets to those games. There's secrets to the cards, reading cards and stuff like that. And if you're a good card reader, not like us here, right? But I mean, I guess it could apply because the original tarot started out with the regular decks. But if you can read cards and you know how many cards have played out, usually like at the tables, it's like 2 decks, or what is it, 2 decks or 3 decks. So you have to have the ability to count all the cards. So then you can know what's at the very end and what's the possibility of winning. But it takes a certain science, and I don't know what the science is, and I don't think I'd tell you if if I knew, because people would be coming looking for me, right? Anyways, so whatever cycle it is that you know that you need to end, it's time to end it, and it's time to heal from it. It's sort of like quitting smoking. I quit like 2 years ago, and about 6 months ago I started. So now I have to reprogram my mind again to tell me, bless you, boy, to tell me that I don't need the cigarettes anymore and I don't want them. So it's me versus me, and I'm down to my last cigarette. So I really don't want to buy another pack of cigarettes. And I want my dog to be at peace because the first 3 days is like the killer 3 days, and then you still have to work every day, kind of like for the rest of your life, to say, I'm not going to ever pick up another cigarette. And to end out a cycle, there's some pain from it. If it's a relationship, yes, of course, there's a lot of pain in it. And you have to end it You have to promise yourself you're never going back. You have to tell yourself you have more value. You want more value in your life. And if you want more value, you have to put more value into yourself. And you have to tell yourself, I deserve better. Not because I'm better than anybody else. It's because I want a better life. I don't want to be distraught. I don't want to be stressed. I want to live in peace as much as I can. And if I'm not having peace at work, then I'm not, if you're not having peace at work because you're under too much stress, and you come home and you have the same feeling, you can't relax and just be yourself and be at peace, then it makes life really difficult. So to heal from it, you have to cut it out. You have to tell yourself, no, you're done. You have to tell yourself you have better things to do with your time. You have to tell yourself, I value my life more than spending the next 5 years living it this way. Healing from it is when you stand in your power. You understand why did I go through the things that I went through? What did I learn from it? How can I move forward and be at peace? What wisdom can I take with me? And once you have all that, why it happened, and you can't really spend all day either wondering why it happened. Sometimes there's just not an answer. They always say it takes two to tangle. Sometimes you have one that just overgives and the other one's just a taker, and they're not putting much back into it. So you could spend a lot of time trying to figure out why, but you can figure out what did you learn from that situation, that relationship, and what can you take with you into the future for the next relationship that you happen to fall into. And you really got to heal yourself. And there's many reasons why that you might be an overgiver. I've said it before, you might be a people pleaser, and to be a people pleaser, it definitely has I kind of imagine that it makes you feel good to give. It makes you feel good just to give. It makes you happy. You make that person happy. And that's how that makes a relationship work. But it gets tiresome when you're the only one putting in. That's the only thing. So whatever your cycle is that you need to get out of, your story, and you got to heal from it. Otherwise you take it on to the next relationship. Okay. So next we have miracles now. My presence is my power. I thought I got this already. My presence is my power. When you go around people and you hold yourself a certain way, and maybe they are able to get to know you to a certain extent. So when you leave that area, say maybe you change jobs or something, and then people remember you. Oh, I remember John. He was really a nice guy. How could I ever forget him? He always seemed like he was like helping hands. He always was there for his job. He was like very dedicated. He just left an impression on me, not because it was anything sexual or anything like that. It was just because of who he was. He was someone who displayed like real talent, because he did like Spalding, and he was really good at it. A lot of people in Ocean City, Maryland, used him back in the day, and I'm sure those buildings are still standing, you know. And so he did like I don't know how high rises are in Ocean City, but he did the tall buildings, and he even did little storefronts, you know. So he was a guy that made well for himself and was very giving. And so, you know, if I had to say something about John, I would say he inspired me to do entrepreneurship. So your presence is your power, the power that is left behind, like your legacy. What do people remember about you? Do they remember that, you know, you were a guy or a girl who used to go into the appliance containers and do things with people behind closed doors and then come out and act like it never happened? That's kind of strange. It's just a thought that came through my mind. So whoever that resonates for, is it good or bad what you're doing? You be your own judge, okay? I don't want to judge anybody. But even in that circumstance, if someone is doing things they shouldn't be doing, then, you know, when they leave or when you relocate and, you know, maybe you change your jobs and you have no reason to be there, that's the one thing you'll forever remember about that person. So people can have good memories of you or they could have bad memories of you. It's your energy. How is your energy touching people's hearts or touching people's minds or whatever, you know? It's kind of like, and you know, you can't really judge a person from doing bad, like, but if that's like the last thing that you remember about them, that's the last thing you remember about them. Your presence is your power, and so it could be good or bad. Make it good. Next. Okay, hold on. What's going on here? Next we have your sole purpose. And we have the accountant. Citrine. It's a pretty stone. Prosperity abounds in my life. Working with numbers comes easily to me. I pay attention to the details regarding the money flowing in and out of my life. Okay, so I keep telling you I'm starting my exercise routine, and I do it for 1 day or 2 days, and then I don't do it. So I really have to start and continue to be focused on working, staying steady on it. Not really you know, I don't have to do, I don't think like an hour workout, but if I did like a good 15-minute workout, I think I'd be in good shape. So it's a matter of mind over matter. I'm really working hard on getting my mind straight about that. So it's quitting smoking and exercising. Let's see. Accountant is finance. Yeah. Okay. What the heck? Accountant. Okay. Do you enjoy math and crunching numbers? Accounting and bookkeeping are crucial in the overall understanding of the full picture of your finances. In a business setting, maintain a general ledger, balance sheet, and a profit and loss statement on a regular basis. is imperative. Similarly, personal finances, though not as complex as business accounting, are important for your long and short-term financial health. Use your knowledge of numbers and bookkeeping to manage your money with clarity and confidence. When the accountant and citrine card shows up, become conscious of your ability to keep track of your financial accounts. Take a look at your personal financial statement, including assets and liabilities, as well as your cash flow and budget. If you don't have a financial statement, pulling this card signals that it's time to create your statements and look at your cash flow. I like to have a piece of citrine nearby when I'm using my bookkeeping system or my point of sale system for my business. Citrine's energy helps you maintain a sense of mental acuity regarding business transactions and bookkeeping endeavors. Focus is crucial when working with numbers and federal regulations. Therefore, citrine is an ally. As an ally, helps the accountant to work by improving mental clarity and focus. This life path requires extreme attention to detail. Through the use of good reporting system, you can analyze where you place your attention to increase your sales. In your personal life, this card calls you to review your income in relation to the financial resources required to live the life you want to live. So yes, accounting for every penny is really important, and to have a balanced sheet, right? It costs a certain amount for materials, it costs a certain amount for advertising, it costs a certain amount for shipping, shipping materials, it costs a certain amount for your how you're going to communicate, whether you have a fax machine, whether to do the fax machine on a depreciation value or just take it right the first year. There's many different ways, and an accountant can help you sort all that out, but it comes at a fee. So if you took an accounting class, you would have a better knowledge of how all of that works. So I used to do my taxes myself, and back in the day, I'm talking in the 80s, $80 to do your taxes was a lot of money back then. So I took last year's statement, or you have to file by April 15th. I took the last year's statement, and I read the instructions as to how I'm to do the New Year's, and then I had to go back to the last year's to figure out how they came up with that number. Did they multiply? Did they divide? Did they add? Did they subtract? It's like how many dependents do you have? Like, is it a joint return and all that? So I had to teach myself all of that, and I did do it for a few years, and I changed up when we had a house together, because there's so much more, right? Back then you could take off your interest on your cars, which you don't get to do anymore, right? The sales of your car, there was so much more to write off than what there is today, and that's the government. The government wants more money, so they keep taking away from the people, so the people have to give them more money. And then, of course, there's inflation and all that, which really doesn't really help. But people need to go with the flow. If the government has inflation, then it kind of gets double charged. Well, I don't even know how to explain it, but if the government says, I want an extra $100 from a business, so the business has to either raise the price of their items, but then to equal it out for each employee, You know, they have to, maybe their insurance taxes goes up, or their, you know, as things go up for the business owner, they have to reflect that when they go to sell so they don't go broke. So that's why some businesses are really struggling. You know, businesses like the gas company, you know, they get their gas for free, but they do have to send people out in the middle of the ocean onto the platform, the workers, right, the oil rigger guys, you know, that whole crew. And then it has to be pumped to the refineries, if I even have it right, pumped all the way to the refineries, and then it has to go through the system, and that refinery system costs money to build, as well as the ocean platform. And then they have to pay all the employees at both places, and then they have their administration office who has all the different departments that they have to pay for them, and then all the vehicles to move the gas around. It's just so much. So there's a lot to, you know, depending upon how small or large your business is and how much volume you're doing, would really require, you know, for your best interest to possibly hire an accountant if the money was there, right? If you were making, I don't know, 6 figures, 7 figures, you definitely would want a serious accountant who knows the ins and outs. So that way you don't forget to take something out that they should know that you need to take out, you know. You don't want to have an accountant that hasn't have any update in 15 years on the laws and all that, right? You want someone who's up to date. Okay, so next we have messages from the mermaids. And we have go with the flow. Go with the flow. Does that mean if a bunch of people are jumping off of a bridge that you just go with the flow? Does it mean you trust in God and you know that God is going to come through for you because you've already seen it and you trust it and you have the inner knowing that what God has for you, He will surely deliver it in His divine timing. So you just keep living life. You keep thanking God for everything every day. And you keep trying to be doing good in the world. You know, if you see, today I saw a girl broke down, but she was right here in town, and there's a lot of Hispanics here that only speak Spanish. So that was one thing that delayed me from, stopped me from stopping to see if she needed help. But the other thing is I have my dog, so if she needed a ride somewhere, there's no way she could ride in my car with me. And so I figured she was in town, someone will help her. Okay. Going with the flow. Let go and go with the flow. You'll get where you need to be when you surrender and trust in the natural flow of life. This mermaid wants you to know that life can be more fun when you go with the flow. She is allowing herself to be carried along by the currents of the sea. She has total trust in the ocean to take her to wherever her destiny may be. When we push against the flow, it can feel very tiring. This card tells us to simply surrender to the flow of life. It's about trusting in your destiny, and knowing that everything happens at exactly the right time. So try releasing any attachment to a particular outcome and allow life to take you in the right direction. Going with the flow means you spend less energy forcing things to happen. When we fully trust in our destiny, we know on a deeper level that what is meant for us won't pass us by. Is there a situation in your life in which things aren't going as smoothly as you wish? If not yourself, then perhaps someone close to you is experiencing an uphill struggle where every move they make has the opposite effect of what they wish to happen. If this rings true, then this card serves as a reminder, telling you to surrender to the flow of life and allow all the pieces to float perfectly into place without any struggle or force. Whatever your query, the answer is simply to go with the flow. This doesn't mean you're giving up or are defeated, rather that your lack of resistance will bring you a sense of freedom and completion. Okay. Freedom and completion. Freedom and completion. Your presence is your power. Be present in a situation. Being present, because you can be there and be, you can just be somewhere and not even be present, Being present, being in that time, that moment. So that's another way to look at that. Okay, so where are we now? We are native spirit. I'm giggling because sometimes I just, I really believe that you should say what's on your mind, and being a reader, you should just say what's on your mind, because there's a reason why you're saying what you're saying, and if it pops in your head, then you should just say it. So it's kind of funny how things just come out. Anyway, so native spirit. Did I show that to you already? Okay. Tribal spirit dancer. Someone said that you're going to be able to see the skies like the borealis. When is that? Is it tonight or the next night? I've only seen that like on TV or, I haven't really seen it in person. But, California does have beautiful skies. So, tribal dancer, let go. Say yes to life. Be daring. Dance to your heart's desire. Unfurl your wings and fly. Cast aside conventions and restrictions. Tune in to the rhythm of life. Laugh, explore, go beyond your predictable behavior. Sometimes life is messy and chaotic, and that's okay. Leave the dishes, run outside in the sprinklers. Your native spirit wants you to know you are on the planet to be free. You don't always need to meet the expectations of others. You're here to explore, expand, and step into your extraordinary self. Of course, there are times to live an ordinary life, but there are also times to joyously fling your arms to the heavens and dance. Choose life on your terms. Clear out mental and emotional clutter. Move beyond those situations that you have outgrown. Don't accept the rules you have placed on yourself or that others have placed on you. This is your time. Don't delay listening to the rhythm of your heart and follow your dreams. So here it says, clear out mental clutter, move beyond those situations that you have outgrown. That would be ending the cycle, right? Let's see. Don't accept the rules you have placed on yourself or that others have placed on you. End the cycle. This is your time. Don't delay listening to the rhythms of your heart and follow your dreams. The journey. Turn on music and move. Tribal dance isn't about looking good. It's about feeling the beat inside your heart and expressing this with your body and your emotions. If you want to break free, then start first by expressing yourself wild and free, and the circumstances of your life will transform. Okay, express yourself. Okay, let's see. Next we have Divine Feather. And we have this feather with 2 white dots. And it is the Leon, a type of duck, right? Pay attention to your dreamtime. Messages of guidance are drifting in. Okay. Oh, it's not the Leon, it's the loon. Okay. The loon. Loon is rather a large water bird with tremendous swimming abilities, mostly associated with the water element. Loon sounds its haunting and primal cry during the in-between times of the day. Its call, sometimes sounding like a laugh, at other times a howl, is regarded as a true call of the wild. Many myths and stories describe the loon's cry as a wake-up call to a new state of consciousness. There are also tales connecting the loon to the fairy world, dream realms, and astral travel. This feather messenger urges you to pay attention to your dreams. Dreams are the extension of the unseen worlds, whether from our subconscious mind or from the many realms beyond this physical world. With the presence of the loon, your dreams may seem more colorful and filled with more symbolism and messages. Keep a dream journal to record what you experience. Keep a dream journal to record what you experience. Your dreams may be calling your attention to certain situations or giving you valuable input. Now is the time to listen and be aware. Energies. Dreams, messages, consciousness, the season of summer. So my last reading talked about one of the other tarot readers saying that she believed that a negative entity, a negative person, a negative force was trying to put in someone else's dreams about spiders, like whatever, crawling on them or whatever. So kind of made me giggle because, of course, if they're on my shoulder, I'm going to shoo them off of me. But other than that, I let them live. I'll put them on a napkin and put them outside or something like that. I just won't blatantly kill a spider. So I just thought that was funny that now here we're talking about dreams. And there's if you're having good dreams, if you're constantly dreaming about somebody, right? Hopefully they're good, right? But even if they're not good, you have to decipher, what is this message trying to tell me? Is it trying to tell me that I know how I feel about this person and someone doesn't want me to feel that way? Or I thought I knew how I felt about this person, but the dreams aren't matching with the feelings. So you just have to interpret that your own way, and you have to apply it in your life if you feel like it resonates. So they're saying dreams are reasons. It's like divine trying to send you a message. So everybody's message is going to be different because everybody has a different story, right? To a certain extent. Animal messages. And we have the peacock. So we got that not too long ago. Let's see, the peacock. My mother had 2 peacocks in her living room. Our living room. They were like metal frame painted. But they are symbolic to something, right? Let's see. Protect your heart from those who may cheat before they hurt you. Peacocks call warns of the dangerous approach of tiger and cobra. As forest denizens heed and flee, so you should now fly from the concrete jungle's double dealer and heartbreaker. Okay, so that sounds like a person, right, that's getting ready to hurt you and hurt you really bad. Okay, cosmic vehicle of Kama, Hindu god of love. Peacock knows that although the first declarations of love may be attended by flowers or offerings of ambrosial foods, true intimacy develops later in seclusion and simplicity. Outward show is a ritual and should not be confused with the realities of long-lasting relationships. So again it says, Peacock's call warns of the dangers approach of tiger and cobra. As forest denizens heed and flee, so you should now fly from the concrete jungle's double dealer and heartbreaker. Okay, so where are we going now? We are going to pull cards from the Archangel Power Tarot cards. So I did my pre-shuffle already. Okay, I'm going to pull this one. The Sun. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. Okay. So we're 42 minutes in, so I'm going to read these. Major Arcana 19. Life is wonderful. Great things are headed your way, and your plans will succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Keep your thoughts and words positive, and you will thrive. Believe in yourself and those around you during this magical time in your life. Archangel Uriel brings brilliant epiphanies to those who ask for his help. Inspiring new ideas lead the way to abundance and happiness. Public recognition and awards are also very possible during this time. Additional meanings of this card: happiness, a trustworthy relationship, understanding oneself, personal satisfaction. Uriel is the archangel known for brilliant ideas that can come in golden flashes of light. He is also associated with emotional healing and understanding. Call upon Archangel Uriel whenever you're searching for a sunny disposition that brings with it success and exuberance. Okay, so I'll just leave that there. Let's see what next card comes out. Three of Raphael. Time for a celebration. Raphael. There is great reason to celebrate. Your hopes are realized, and a time of public recognition or parties is at hand. If you're working too hard, then find some time to have fun, relax, or take a vacation. Embrace and acknowledge the people in your life who love and support you. Take time to experience the joy and peace that comes from a community of uplifting friends. Additional meanings: getting involved with social groups, prosperity, wedding, or birth announcements. successful planned pregnancies, improved health. So, what are you guys expecting out there? Are you thinking about proposing? Are you trying to reveal that you're pregnant? Are you celebrating? What would you like to celebrate? Okay, so let's get another card. The Queen of Raphael. Kind, understanding, giving, psychic. Follow your heart. A love of home and family. Trustworthy psychic information. Okay, let me see. Queen of Raphael. Your heart is your greatest strength. Expect relationships with others to develop to a new level. Someone is in the perfect position to help another person understand his or her own feelings. An immense love of home and family is also in evidence. Any psychic or intuitive information that arises is completely reliable. Someone who is wise and kind, a loving and nurturing person with the ability to solve problems before they occur. Psychic, spiritual, understanding, giving. Additional meanings: a psychologist, a champion of the underdog, giving too much, unconditional love, the need for self-care. So this month, it's my goal to eat healthy, yet stay way below my budget. I think I can do it. And you know, it's nice when you can take like one item, right, and you prepare it, but it's not really prepared all the way. So first night you can, it's like potatoes, right? You boil them. The first night you put them in with one dish, right? And you season it to taste and that sort of thing. And then the next night you might have another dish that you can add it to. So it becomes, well, they say potatoes are a main staple in America, right? So it becomes just that, a main staple. And you only cook it once, but you just take the potatoes, the ones you don't use, and you put it in the fridge, and then you can add it to the next dish. So the first night you could have like a shrimp, and then it's already pre-cooked, so you would add it like real soon as you're sauteing your shrimp, however you're making your shrimp. Then the next night you could have beef stew. There, you already have your potatoes already pre-cooked, and you just cut them up and add it. The next night you could have like say a chicken sandwich, and you can make the next potato into a potato salad. Let's see, what other different ways? Let's see. Well, you can put it with any kind of meat, right? You can put it with salmon, you can put it with pork, beef. You know, if you're really feeling like out there, which would be pretty pricey, would be like lobster or fresh fish. Yeah, fresh fish would be good with it. And I'm trying to not use butter. I mean, I have butter and all, but I'm trying to stay away from butter and use spices to make it taste good. Okay. So, let's see what else we have. The Three of Gabriel. So we already have the Three of Raphael. Now we have the Three of Gabriel. And there's a boat. Is she waiting to get on it, or is she waiting for something to come off of it? Let's see. Okay. Three of Gabriel. You've made some good choices, and now your ship is coming in. As you wait for it to dock, it's an excellent time to consider your next steps. Long-term planning is a good idea. What is your next adventure? What actions are required in order to make that endeavor a reality? You may need to travel for business purposes. Review your options while you keep your enthusiasm high. The work you've done so far will yield fantastic results, so there's no need to worry. If it takes a little while for you to get a return on your financial or energetic investment, have patience. Additional meanings would be self-confidence, teamwork, optimism, and expected outcome. Okay. So let's just cut down the middle and pull a card. The Page of Raphael, gentle, loving, dreamy, open-hearted. A new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insights. Oh, excuse me. God bless. Okay. Page of Raphael. Situations. Your feelings can be so enlightening. This card heralds a message with great emotional impact. Your psychic gifts may be rising to a new level, or you may find yourself in love with a new project or endeavor. This card may represent a person who stirs up your romantic or emotional life. Communication is very important, especially if the person is someone you're already involved with. A youth who is sweet, gentle, and very open to showing his or her feelings. Someone who is warm and loving, but possibly shy. Dreamy, sensitive, creative, amorous, naive. Additional meaning, social invitations, a special new friend, confidential information. Okay. Seven of Ariel. You have invested wisely, have patience, and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. So, Seven of Ariel. Your seeds are well planted, however, some plants do take time to develop, or some plans do take time to develop. Now is not the moment to stop, as success is very probable. You may not see it clearly, but slow and steady progress is being made. Have patience, it's almost time. This is a good opportunity to pause and review how far you've come. Are things moving along as you'd planned? If not, what changes might you make in the future? If you're at the end of a project, don't linger too long finishing it up. The next success awaits your attention. Additional meanings, a temporary pause, a welcome break, and the action, pondering future strategies, determination. So this could be someone who likes the color green. It could be someone who is fair skinned, so like, you know, like not of an Asian descent, white, right? Someone who's fair. Maybe he has like a strawberry blonde hair color. Okay. So okay. For Raphael. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. Seek out possibilities. Let's see. There are additional options available to you. Your situation may seem to you to be limited or not what you'd hoped for, but there is more here than meets the eye. Opportunities are presenting themselves, but your focus is too narrow, so you aren't seeing them. Open your eyes to all the possibilities. Life may seem to be lacking in magic and excitement, but there is a great shot here at enlightenment. Spend time in meditation with the knowledge that any delusionment you feel is meant to urge you into self-reflection, leading to a happier life. Does that sound like this? I'm not sure it's your story, okay? Okay, additional meanings. Awareness of your emotions, taking things for granted, missing the point. So you could have a cycle of taking things for granted. Or someone could have a cycle of taking things for granted, and you're part of that. Okay. Ace of Ariel. Ace of Ariel. Aces are new beginnings. It's your lucky day. Money, time, or other new resources flow your way. Your planned new business or career choice will be very successful, and your ability to manifest your dreams is extremely powerful. You may meet someone soon who can open doors for you. Laying down long-term financial plans is also wise at this time. Land or home purchases are very possible right now. Additional meanings: a very lucrative idea, a change in job or a promotion, a helping hand, bright prospects. So in life, there are those people who can manufacture things and sell their product and have a lot of success, right? They know everything there is to know about making that because they're the ones that are hands-on, which makes it more interesting when you are approaching people and you're trying to get them to understand the process, the item that you're trying to sell, and the reasons why they should buy from you. So those are just, it's part of the thing, right? Who wants to buy something when they don't have any knowledge about it? That would be like going into an electrical store and needing all these supplies to run wire through a new construction, right? And if people don't know what you're talking about or what items you're really asking for, then it could become a problem, especially if they don't have any hands-on experience. So, I was blessed to work with who now is my ex-husband. We did the remodel, so there was door installations, there was framing, there was drywall, there was tile, there was we usually subbed out the electrical, the countertops, and the plumbing. But it was the process of which goes first. You don't want to put it in the floor and then take the ceiling out. Start from the top to the bottom and make sure whatever work has been completed doesn't get damaged in the process, and that can happen too. So you find yourself, I got 2, let's see, 6 of Raphael and 9 of Ariel. So the more you know about your business, the easier it is to sell it. But then you also have to be able to articulate it. And if you don't feel like you're a good speaker, you gotta work on that for yourself. Or if you happen to get lucky and find a partner who speaks very well, that's a plus, because you both could be the hands-on people to do the work, but you could just have one person who mainly does the talking. If they can speak more clear and articulate the process or the items needed, that sort of thing. Okay, 6 of Raphael. Okay. Oh, what a lovely memory. Experiences from your distant past or childhood come flooding back in order to help you with the present. Old friends or romantic partners may resurface. New people you meet become instant close friends due to past life connections. Previous relationships or friendships may be rekindled. Deep-rooted issues that hold you back push to be resolved. Be careful not to romanticize the past, but rather see it clearly and objectively. Additional meanings: issues involving children, nostalgia, embracing your inner child, innocence. So 9 of Ariel. Your dreams are fulfilled. You've worked hard, and now it's time to enjoy the finer things in life. You've acted with wisdom and been very cautious to ensure you make only the best choices. Your self-reliance has paid off. Now you have the opportunity to relax and enjoy life because you've earned it. You find spending time alone to be a very enriching and gratifying experience. There is a peace and well-being you only find in the quiet of your own thoughts. Now it's time to pursue spiritual interest as you continue to evolve and grow. Additional meanings: contentment, the beautiful things in life, retreating from the real world, home improvement, and redecorating. Okay, let's see. We're 1 hour and 4 minutes in. So, I'm gonna do my 3-card pull, and then I always like to see the next 3. So crazy. Okay, 3 cards. Gonna pull this middle one right here, and somewhere here in the middle, this right here, and then Hold on. Just hold this one right here. The bottom is 7 of Raphael. Time to make a decision, be clear on what you want, and take action. A need for detox. And the buckets refer to your heart chakra or your chakras. So you might have to work on your chakras. So I'm going to look at the 3 on the top first. 10 of Gabriel. Ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. Working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. 4 of Michael. Insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. So, trying too hard to please others, and you need to find relief from stress. And the solutions, Archangel, I'll read that one. Archangel Raziel, 14 solutions. And then we'll go back to the 3 I chose. Handpicked without seeing them. Because they are handpicked, right? Okay. Archangel Zadkiel is working with you to find the perfect balance. The key to success right now is in moderation and compromise. If you're feeling stressed out, this card counsels you take a deep breath and ask your angels and guides for assistance. Self-control and patience are called for in order to create the successful outcome you're hoping for. Consider the ideas of others and try to see their point of view. Diversity of thought can bring forth the strongest possible course of action. Reconciliation of opposing viewpoints is very likely now if you approach all parties with forgiving and fair attitude. Additional meanings: a balanced approach, perfect orchestration, creative solution through compromise, healing energy. Okay, so a balanced approach, perfect orchestration, creative solutions through compromise, healing energy. So that's kind of like the solution, right? Okay, so the 3 cards I pulled from the bottom. The 8 of Michael. You can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. Okay, let me read that. I'll read the next 3. Then we'll go do the time thingy with Joanne, our numbers lady. Okay, 8 of Michael. You can be free. You may feel as though you're trapped in your situation, but that is an illusion. You have to look past your fears and open your eyes to the opportunities. The ways to freedom may scare you due to a lack of confidence, but you can ask your angels for courage. Soon you'll find that you're much stronger than you realized. Commit to changing your circumstances and then believe in your ability to move forward. Additional meanings: lack of confidence in one's own power, not seeing things clearly, self-sabotage. Okay. Let your presence be your power. Make it count for something. Make it so that you put yourself first. Make it so that you choose you. Okay. All right. So the next card will be the bottom card, the 8 of Ariel. Take pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. Okay, Ariel, 8 of Ariel. You're doing excellent work. You take great pride in what you do. The energy and effort you put into your work financially supports you and also feels very rewarding. If you're considering changing jobs or careers, it will go very well. There is a great motivation to be a success, and your willingness to invest in your long-term goals will pay off. There is so much to learn. This card often indicates job training, going back to school, or attending seminars or creative classes. A choice you need to make might benefit from more research. Additional meanings: student, artisan, practice makes perfect. Okay? And the last one is the Empress. Time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded, luxurious, or abundant resources. So if you're a man watching this, of course, if this resonates with you, then you would be the Emperor. Okay? Major Arcana number 3. And the last reading, the Authority card came out, so that's considered the Emperor. So in these two readings, they both popped out. Archangel Gabriel brings you this card to encourage you to create. Your artistic talents alongside your nurturing instincts gives you the ability to manifest beautiful and amazing works. Think of this card as representing Mother Nature, the Empress of creativity. Your plans will flourish and grow so long as you give them your devoted attention and love. If your focus is upon family matters such as relationships, children, or pregnancy, you can be assured of happy outcomes. Likewise, your career endeavors will also prove successful. Your interest in beautiful, luxurious, and artful pursuits is well rewarded at this time. Concerns regarding physical or emotional well-being fade away, while your ability to nurture others is wonderful. Don't forget to also lovingly care for yourself. Additional meanings: time to move forward, prosperity, a gift from growing plants and gardens, motherhood, determination to get things done. Gabriel is the patron angel for those in the creative arts, whether it's music, poetry, or other artistic endeavors. This archangel can help inspire your work to new heights. Gabriel is also known for being a loving and helpful motivator if you're having trouble completing your projects, as well as for delivering messages on behalf of God, including announcements of pregnancy. Call upon Archangel Gabriel for whatever project you're attempting to give birth to. Okay, let's see. Okay, the time is 5:41. Okay. Number 541 is a combination of the influences and energies of number 5 and number 4, and the vibration of number 1. Number 5 relates to auspicious new opportunities, choices, and decisions, major life changes, learning life lessons through experience, adaptability and versatility, resourcefulness and personal freedom, fun and vitality. Number 4 relates to working determinedly towards achieving our goals and aspirations, hard work and effort, building solid foundation, stability and practicality, system and order, dependability, honesty, and integrity. Number 4 also resonates with the vibration of of the archangels. Number 1 promotes new beginnings and projects, and individually ambitious and willpower, attainment, and happiness. Number 1 tells us that we create our own realities with our thoughts, beliefs, and actions. Angel number 541 is the message that your thoughts are rapidly manifesting into material form, and your angels ask you to maintain a positive and optimistic attitude and outlook to ensure the continued manifestation of good. Ask the angels for guidance when you feel you need some assistance with maintaining a constant positive outlook and attitude. Angel number 541 is a message to put your efforts towards the things in your life that embrace and enhance who you truly are, your lifestyle choices, and your life in general. Be prepared to make necessary changes that will bring auspicious opportunities to advance you along your path. Trust that these changes will bring better into your life in all aspects. Angel number 541 may also suggest that it's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life, safe in the knowledge that the angels are guiding, protecting, and watching over you during these changes. The decisions of yesterday are the architects of today, and the decisions of today are the architects of tomorrow. So even this Joanne reading has this in mind in a general way. So that's the end of our reading. I thank you so much for your time. You are so important to my journey, so thank you for subscribing. And I couldn't do it without you, right? Without you, there's no need for me to be here. So thank you for being my reason. Okay, and we want to thank God for everything, even the little things. The little things like I was able to pay my bills this month. I was able to have groceries in my refrigerator. I was able to have a roof over my head. I was able to have clean clothes. I was able to have my clothes cleaned. I was able to wash my car at the car wash. All these little things, when we are showing gratitude to Creator, Source, Spirit, every time we say thank you, God, it really is we send it out and He sends it right back. God, we love you. We send it and He sends it right back. So we have an endless supply of gratitude for God, and God has an endless supply of blessing us, right? So stay focused on whatever your goals are, and don't overthink it. Just maybe journal it and write down one of those affirmations, and you can write it on a little what do you call them, those note things. Put one on your refrigerator, put one on your bathroom, and they could be the same or they could be a different affirmation. So when you're brushing your teeth, you can read that, and then when you go in there to make your sandwich or something and it's on the fridge, then you can read that, and that just those things will help you change your mind. It'll change your mindset. So you probably heard the story about Jim Carrey. He was a starving actor, and he wrote himself a check for $1 million and kept it in his wallet. And his first job was $1 million. His first, so he wrote his own check. He wrote it. He kept it in his wallet. He looked at it probably when he was down to his last couple dollars. He probably looked at it when he just got paid from a little gig and got a couple $100. And it paid off. He became a millionaire, His first job was $1 million. So let's go through the cards real quick to see what we have, because I'm just curious if we have anything that's like 333. Okay, let's see. see, we have 14, we have 10, we have 9, we have 8. We have 3, we have ace, we have 4, we have 7, we have a page, we have a 3, we have a queen, we have a 3, and we have a 19. Alright, 1 ace, the only court cards we have is the Page and Queen of Raphael. We actually do have 3 threes, so you could Google that if you'd like. We have 2 4s, 1 6, 1 7, 2 8s, 9, 10, 14, 19. That's the end of our reading. Thanks again. Sending you love, light, peace, harmony, joy, happiness, healing. Alright, we'll see you the next time. Okay, go enjoy your day, your evening, whatever time you're viewing this. And enjoy your life. It's yours to live. God bless.